What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Mood616 here, and yes, I'm finally back with a DVD slash Blu-ray slash 4K update for y'all's. Yeah, so this is going to be everything I picked up in January, February, March. Now, I said my last update I was going to try and get back to doing these monthly, but it's so hard. I actually didn't really pick up much in January in general, so I would have really not even had an update. But then everything comes flooding in February, and I get busy. And I'm like, I need to do this in March. And then here we are, we're at the beginning of April. And I'm like, fuck it, I got to do this, man. Because when you buy the monthly packages through Vinegar Syndrome, shit just starts piling up. And of course, you're collecting other shit and stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to try and rip through this as best as I can. I'm going to do what I usually do. Start off with the DVDs because everybody hates the DVDs. Shout out to Mikey Fisher. I know you love them. And I'll start off with the standard Blu-rays, get into the boutique label stuff, and then finish off with the box sets like I always do. I find it so interesting. Shout out to my man Matt from You and Your Horror Movies. He always does it kind of backwards. He does his box sets and his collectibles and stuff first. I think that's actually kind of unique. I've always done my box sets. It's actually how I organize my stuff leading up to my updates and stuff. I do the way I present is the way I organize. I'm very OCD. So yeah, without further ado, man, I'm going to try and rip through this because my back is fucking killing me. I've been so busy at work, life of a postie. Yeah, so best thing to do when your back hurts, you sit on a fucking gaming chair. Absolutely not. Do not do that. It doesn't hurt when I'm walking around carrying weight and delivering mail. But as soon as I sit down, I'm like, oh my God, it's fucking brutal. Yeah, so anyways, Chars. Yes, it is Friday afternoon. Finished my route really early today, so let's get into this shit. All right, guys. The Well from 2024. This was recommended by my homeboy Tony from the Sin Bin podcast. He watched this last year, and I never got around to checking it out, and he said it was quite good and stuff. So I checked it out. Yeah, it's an Italian. It's an Italian film starring Loren. What's her name? The girl from is it Loren Lavina? Yeah, from Terrifier films. Anyway, she stars in this film as like an art restorer. The setup to this movie reminded me of The House with the Laughing Windows. I think that's, there's a setup where someone goes in to, restore some artworks and then shit goes down. Kind of reminds me of that, but it's nothing like that movie. It just goes crazy. In fact, the narrative is kind of messy in a sense because there's a lot of shit that's happened. He kind of goes into torture porn area, and then it's really weird. It is gory, and it's always good to see newer Italian films coming out that are pretty cool. Now, there is no Blu-ray for this. It's an import, which is actually region 2. So if you're not region free, you can't check this out right now because there's no region 1 release. But I thought I'd pick it up. It was like £5. It was super cheap, so why not? But I thought it was pretty good. It actually ended up making his top 25 list. It wouldn't have fit into mine, but it was still well worth it. I definitely would watch this again. Pretty cool stuff. So yeah, The Well, and there she is right there. She is so damn beautiful. I love her. But yeah, The Well from 2024. Oh man, I got so much shit everywhere. Fuck. What am I gonna do here? Anyways, it's The Well. All right, moving along here. We got the blaxploitation film called Coonskin. Yeah, so this is like an early 70s film, animated film. Of course, it's a satire. But yeah, I saw this years ago, and I was like, again, I always get on these huge blaxploitation kicks where I got to start picking up all the shit that just kind of fill in the voids of my collection and stuff. And this is one I didn't have. I don't know if it might have a region 2 Blu-ray. I'm not 100% sure, but it was super cheap, man. This was only like $5 brand new. So I got to get around to checking this one again. Of course, it's got Barry White in it. Scatman Crothers is in it as a voice and stuff. But this is fun as hell. Very of its times, let's put it that way. If you get offended easily, probably don't check it out. And then we got Posse, of course, Mario Van Peebles, Stephen Baldwin, Billy Zane. I believe Pam Greer's in this also. Among people, I think Mario Van Peebles actually directed this one too. Yeah, we got Mr. Tiny right there. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, it's been forever since I've seen it. I seen this way back in the day, considered to be like a blaxploitation western kind of thing. But really cool flick, man. It's I can't wait to recheck this one out. This one needs a Blu-ray. It might have a foreign Blu-ray. I'm not 100% sure. If you know, let me know down in the comments if it does. I was looking this up, just region one stuff, and it came across it was like $3. So I was like used, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna grab it for $3. So whatever, I'm fine with it. I'm not a complete hater of DVD. If I can only get something on DVD and I want it, I will. But it'll probably get announced next week on Blu-ray by somebody because I paid, the big amount of $3 for it. So anyways, that's it for the DVDs, man. 3 fucking DVDs. Just like a lot of people I watch, man, our DVDs that we're picking up are getting less and less every single month because we're just getting spoiled with all these Blu-ray and 4K releases and all the other fucking shit. All right, standard Blu-rays. Upgraded the Let the Right One In. Yeah, I never had this on Blu-ray. Now, I bet you Magnet releases a big deluxe edition through the Vinegar Syndrome sister label thing. Whatever, I'll probably pick it. This was really cheap too. But I've had 2 different DVDs of this forever, and I never grabbed the Blu-ray, and I don't know why, because this is a fantastic movie. We actually just did the OG verse remake on the podcast a couple episodes ago. Really check out that episode, man. It's really eye-opening with the discussion. A lot of the shit that's going on in this film that you might not be aware of, and some things that I learned about the film that I wasn't even fully aware of, because I was unfamiliar with the source material, so I wasn't 100% sure about the pedophilia stuff, and because it's very kind of low key here, but it's definitely hinted more in the book, blah blah blah. But really fantastic movie. It's a 10 out of 10 for me, man. I can't say enough good things about this movie. It's really great. So check out that podcast, man. It did pretty bad, which is not a surprise. But yeah, so we got The Substance here. One of my favorites of last year, man. It was just a fantastic movie. Really, really good stuff. Demi Moore knocked it out the fucking park. Dennis Quaid with the grossest scene of last year. And it wasn't even a gore scene. It was him eating fucking shrimp. Ugh. Dude, man, people know how to irk. Anything to do with close up of eating shots and shit, it makes me gag to the point where I'm just like, oh my God. I mean, it was intentional. Obviously it was intentional because it's supposed to be, all in your face and stuff, but amazing film. I mean, everyone knows The Substance. Upgraded Dracula from 92, the Francis Ford Coppola film. I never upgraded this. I still have the DVD from probably 25 years ago, whenever it came out. But of course, I'm making my journey through 1992 because that'll be the first show back in, September will be the top 10 of 1992. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it, man. The Blu-ray is so cheap, or the 4K is so cheap of this. I might as well just upgrade. It's been forever since I've watched this. I remember digging it. It's definitely not even probably top 10 Dracula films for myself, my personal favorites. But I haven't watched it in years, so who knows? It might change. I don't know. But we'll see how it ranks into 1992, because there's a lot. 1992 is very sporadic, and it's a very fun year to go through and watch everything. So Dracula from 92. Grabbed the Blu-ray because it was so cheap. I know it's on 4K too. But the Godzilla, Kong, the new Empire film, which it's the one I didn't have from the collection. So now again, I've got all the Godzilla films. I thought it was fun. It's a good popcorn flick, man. I mean, people take this shit way too damn serious. I remember when it first came out, people were tripping shit on it. I'm like, who fucking cares about the story? You're here for Godzilla and Kong, man. Who cares? It is what it is. Another one from 1992, which I never owned. I never owned a DVD of this. I remember my girlfriend at the time, so when this came out in 1992, she was obsessed with what's his face? Luke Perry. Forgot his name for a second, from 90210. She had a big Luke Perry poster on her wall, so she was loving this movie because of course it was starring Luke Perry. And me, on the other hand, man, Kirsty Swanson's one of my all-time favorite crushes, man. I didn't even realize that she had posed in Playboy until about 10 years ago. I guess she posed in 2003 or something like that, when she was in her early 30s or something like that. It's crazy. But yeah, I love her, man. Fun movie. It's so stupid. It's ridiculous. It's kind of a product of its time. One thing about this movie that always kills me is the fact that this character right here is Paul Rubens. He's unrecognizable. I'm such a big Pee Wee Herman fan. I love Pee Wee Herman, the movies, the animated, the animated show kind of is animated in a sense. His show that he did, Pee Wee's Playhouse. I just love the character Pee Wee Herman. But when he's playing something that isn't that, he was really good at what he did, and he's super good in this role, man. But yeah, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, super cheap Blu-ray. I picked up Copycat, man. I was just had a hinkering to, I love these early 90s thrillers. Early 90s thrillers are always like very, very nostalgic to me, like Basic Instinct, and like, there's tons and tons of movies, man. But this one, man, I really wanted to revisit because it had been so long since I've seen it. I remember really digging this movie. Sigourney Weaver, Holly Hunter, Sigourney Weaver plays. She's like, kind of all holed up in her house because the serial killer that, tried to kill her and stuff like that. And these killings, they start to happen and stuff. Holly Hunter's a detective and she needs her help. But she's like, what do they call that when you can't leave your house? It'll come to me. But anyways, really good movie. Really good thriller, man. Great. I think it's awesome, man. Good stuff. And then we picked up The Batman. Yeah, I did not have a copy of this. I saw this in theaters when it came out, and I really liked it. I thought it was really fucking good. It was really dark, serious. I liked the tone of it. And I was at Walmart picking up something a while back, and I saw it. It was $10. I thought the price was wrong. So I brought it up, and yeah, it was $10 on 4K. I'm like, what the fuck? So I don't know if it was a price fuck up or something, but which I'm notorious for getting. But yeah, picked up a copy of that. Last up for the standard Blu-rays is Black Gun, another blaxploitation film, which I'd seen before. Of course, this one starring my homeboy, man. I love Jim Brown so much. Martin Landau. Good stuff, man. Jim Brown's just fucking fantastic in this movie. He's always steals the show, man. Martin Landau is good in it too, though. But good stuff, Black Gun. I know this had a Region 1 release. It was like on a double pack with something else. I can't remember. I might even have that Blu-ray. But this was dirt cheap. I think £5 for it. So fuck it. Get another copy of Black Gun. If I even have that. I'm not even 100% sure if I even have it. But like I said, you'll see some blaxploitation stuff coming through here throughout this whole update and stuff. So, but yeah, Black Gun. All right. So that's it for the standard Blu-rays and 4Ks, I guess. So let's get into the horror boutique labels and stuff like that. So let's get into it. I got a really dry mouth. All right. First up here, these two were sent to me by a guy named Lucas Taupe. He's a follower of the podcast and the group page and stuff like that. He just hit me up one day and said, yo, man, I got an extra copy of this. Do you want it? I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. Like, I hadn't even ordered it because it was so expensive here. I mean, we're talking like $50-$60. It was crazy. And I was like, well, shit, yeah, dude. But he did throw in another thing too. But he sent me a copy of Terrifier 3 on Steelbook, 4K. And I was like, damn, that's pretty fucking awesome, man. I was very happy to receive this as a gift. Can't complain. So shout out to Lucas Tout for that. Terrifier 3, man, big fan of this film. I think it's my favorite in the trilogy so far. Really, yeah, it's really fucking good, man. The artwork on here is awesome too. I really like the artwork. Good stuff. Gotta put that in a little baggie. And then he sent me this. I do have the Mondo Blu-ray of this too, but this is a really cool release. Sent me the Umbrella edition of A Lizard and a Woman's Skin, which I'm always welcoming to having more Fulci copies in the collection. As you guys know, Lucas. Lucio Fulci is my favorite director of all time, and I have multiple editions of tons of movies. But yeah, pretty cool slipcover. I actually really like that. Cool. And then here's like the original artwork. And then I thought this was really interesting, actually. I'm gonna have to stack this up against the features on the Mondo one, how it compares. But it does seem like there's a lot of features on this, which is pretty cool. But this artwork right there, it's fucking awesome. How giallo is that? Got the yellow cover with the red strip. That's amazing. I really like that. I don't know if I've ever seen that artwork before, so I might even switch that around because I do have this. It's classic, but yeah. So A Lizard and Woman's Skin. If you've never seen this, man, it's a really great early or 1972 Lucio Fulci giallo. That's really fucking good, man. Really good stuff. All right. So moving on to the boutique label. It's just, they're all in order. So organizing my stuff, I was in awe that I only had picked up one Severin release this month. It's crazy. Some months I end up picking up like 10 or something like that, but there's one here. The Mask of Satan finally made its way to like fucking physical release. It's crazy. Yeah, so 1989, I think it was made for TV, actually. I'm pretty sure it was. Of course, directed by Lamberto Bava. It's kind of a remake of Black Sunday, aka The Mask of Satan, but he does his own thing with this. Like, it's takes the idea, but it is nothing like his father's film at all. At all. This one just feels so late 80s Lamberto Bava. That's what I can say about it. It's great. It's super, super fun. Is it a fantastic film? No, but it's so much fun, man. I'm just so happy to finally have this in the collection because there's still a couple Lamberto Bava films that don't have releases, but this was one of them, and I'm super happy. I'm pretty sure it was a TV film. It was part of a series. Oh, shit. I wonder if it even says on here. I don't think it does, actually. It was like a TV series. They made like 5 or 6 horror films. It's not the Giallo Bravado one. It's a different series that they had done, but this was one of them. And this is like the only one to come to physical release, I believe. So, but yeah, The Mask of Satan finally on Severin Blu-ray, and it looks great. So it's pretty cool. All right, so Red Shirt Pictures release of Trick or Treat. Finally on physical media, like a good physical media release. So went from shitty ass DVD to 4K. I guess it's not this. I don't even know what Red Shirt is. Is it the sub label of Synapse or is it a sister label? I have no idea how it works. But Synapse is actually on the back here, but I'm pretty sure Synapse has probably did the restoration on it. That's probably what it is. But yeah, Trick or Treat, man. You know, I've always been a big fan of this movie. Honestly, the narrative wise, like I ranted about this on a recent podcast about how there's so many things in this movie that don't make sense. It actually cracks me up, man. It's a fun ass movie. The music's cool. I love Sammy Kerr is really cool. But I just always find the kills in this are just so lackluster, man. They're super lackluster. Like he's just like shooting bolts at people. It's just like they're not really that great, but I still have a lot of fun with Trick or Treat. It really is, man. Gene Simmons has a really cool role in this movie, man. He actually plays the radio DJ in it. And of course, Ozzy's in it for a second as a preacher and shit, talking about how metal's so bad for you, pollutes the mind and shit. But yeah, if you really think about the narrative and like what's going on, it's very convoluted. It really doesn't make any sense, but it's fun though. Trick or Treat. From Kino, we got Death Machine. I actually picked this up last update, but I completely forgot to show it off. So I was very, very happy to finally obtain a copy of Death Machine, which it does have all the cuts on this, because this was one of those films that like you never knew what cut you were getting if you ordered it, man. So it's got 3 cuts of the film. It's got the 100-minute US cut, it's got the 122-minute foreign cut, and the 106-minute director's cut. I still don't know which cut is like, is it the director's cut? Is that the one that's good? Because I feel like the 100-minute US cut is actually cut. And then the director's cut, but the foreign one, maybe it's just added. It's like a hybrid version. I have no idea. But I've always liked this movie. I'm pretty sure I've only ever seen the US cut of this. I don't think I've ever seen the director's cut of it. So, yeah, so I haven't actually popped this in. But yeah, Death Machine. Yeah, with Brad Dourif. Good stuff, man. I really enjoy this, but I got to watch that director's cut, I think, man. So I was just happy to finally see somebody putting out a good version of this film. And it's got to be Kino, man. Kino's always dropping the gems, man. Always dropping the gems. So, all right, next up here from Visual Vengeance, we got Furious. Yeah, fucking Furious from 1984 Furious. Man, Visual Vengeance is just dropping the gems, man. Oh, I still can't wait to watch this. I heard this is just some goofy ass fun shit right here. Is it video? Because some of their, I mean, not all their titles are, but some of them are. I'm thinking it is. It's this SD master from the original tape Elements. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, you know, if you're familiar with Visual Vengeance, man, they always go all out. They always have the slip covers. And then they always have like these stickers and shit, you know, like your video store stickers and shit like that. And it's got the poster. But this one's cool because it comes with a ninja star that says Furious. I was like, fuck yeah. That's fucking awesome. So that's pretty cool. And of course, they always have the reversible arts and shit. It's like Visual Vengeance is awesome, man. It's like it's basically the sub label of of Wild Eye, but don't get it twisted. Like all the titles that are on Visual Vengeance are like way better than anything Wild Eye puts out, because Wild Eye focuses on like modern stuff, but Visual Vengeance is all over the place. But yeah, cool stuff. Furious. And we got Dinosaur Valley Girls with Karen Black. This one is from 1996, actually. I think this was like a passion project from the director. Like he was obsessed with dinosaurs. I think he even wrote about them and stuff like that. So I think the effects, like the dinosaurs, are pretty cool in this and stuff, but the whole story is like super cheesy and shit. I haven't seen this whole movie before, so I gotta check it out. I had to reverse it to like the shitty ass VHS artwork. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So look at that, how bad that is. It's amazing. But yeah, this is just like video gems right here, man. Big ups to Visual Vengeance, man, for putting out this shit. They're always dropping gems. All right, so moving along. Anchor Bay is back in the house, man. Fucking, this is another Anchor Bay. I showed one off last update, I believe, too. Yeah, so, and this is Dinner with Leatherface, which is a documentary put out, of course, by Anchor Bay. And I do like the new Anchor Bay logo, if you guys can see that right down in the corner. I think it's kind of cool. You know, it's not as iconic as last one, but at least they're back to like having a boat and shit. But of course, yeah, this is a documentary about the life of Gunnar Hansen, and it's really cool, man, because like the interviews on here, like I learned so much watching this about him. Like you always think of Gunnar Hansen as, you know, obviously Leatherface, right? But it really talks about Gunnar Hansen, the person, and like who he really was, and like how much of a scholar he was, and how much he was just into so much other things. And it's like, this guy was incredible. Like he seemed to be the nicest guy in the world. Like the way he got back into films after Leatherface and all this type of stuff. Like he really wasn't into acting and stuff for like a long time. He was doing his other shit. Like he was smart, a writer. He was literally a writer, and like writing books and shit. And like all, like it was just so cool, man. Like you got Tiffany Shepis on the back there. It's my homegirl. I love her. Yeah. So Bruce Campbell, it's Debbie Roche, everyone that's worked with him, right? Barbara Crampton, Leanne Quigley's in here. There's just, it goes on and on and on, but it's about 106 minutes, and I probably could have watched this for like another hour at least, man. It was crazy. So, but good stuff from Anchor Bay here. Loved it. Next up here from VCI is another one from 1992, which I had the DVD of this, and I think I got rid of it by accident. I was purging. I purged off like 500, 600, 700 DVDs. Like I just, shit that I'd upgraded, shit that I didn't want anymore. I think I might have accidentally got rid of this. I don't know why, but I went to go watch it one day because I'm prepping for 92, and I was like, where the fuck is my DVD? I'm like, shit, I couldn't find it, so I must have purged it. And so I'm like, I know there's a Blu-ray, so I went on and I did find one, and that's of Evil Tunes. I fucking love this movie, man. This is so much fun. Fred Olen Ray. And, you know, it's one of those kind of hybrid films. It's like live action. It's got a little bit of animation and stuff like that. You know, it's got David Carradine in it. And, oh, man, it's... fuck, man. There's a lot of good shit in this movie, man. Yeah, it's funny that they got David Carradine to do this movie. It's so fucking funny to me. Like, you would never expect that guy to be in this type of movie, but there's this crazy part with Dick Miller in this film. It's so crazy because this is like the weirdest connection, because I'm prepping for a top 10 in 1959 show, and of course 92. So for 1959, I'd watched Bucket of Blood, right? Prepping again, and we even reviewed it on the podcast. And of course I'm watching this for 1992, and Dick Miller's in this film. I was like the landlord of this place. Anyways, there's a scene in the film where he's watching Bucket of Blood. Like he's watching himself on this fucking movie. And he gets his phone call and shit like that, and he's all pissed off because he still wants to watch the movie. He's got to go to the house because there's a problem over there. And then he hangs up the phone and he stands up and he's like, how the fuck did this guy win an Academy Award? Fuck, it's so great. But the connection between 59 and 92 is just, the parallel was just amazing. I thought that was so bizarre. I'm doing both right now, but anyways, but yeah, Evil Tunes. This is so much more fun than you would think it ever could be. It's fun. It's sleazy. There's hot chicks. There's lots of boobs. There's some pretty decent gore. It's just a fun ass time. It's one of my favorite Fred Olen Ray movies. Actually, I love this. Really, really good time. And the Blu-ray looks fantastic. I didn't know what to expect, because VCI, man, their old DVDs were trash. Like they always look like shit. But this looked really good. I was surprised. In fact, I have a few VCI Blu-rays that look really good now from their DVD counterparts. All right, so next up here is from Film Masters, formerly known as Film Detective. The double feature Night of the Blood Beast and Attack of the Giant Leeches. Now, I own a couple different copies of Night of the Blood Beast, but Attack of the Giant Leech, well, I do own a DVD, but I, of course, got that because it's from 1959, and I wanted to rewatch that for, in good, the Roger Corman film, and it's fun. It looks good, I mean, to be honest, Film Masters is pretty underrated for what they're doing with like a lot of these older films and stuff like that. I feel like they're just underrated in the game. I mean, they're putting out these fantastic double features. Yeah, you're getting pretty good value for your buck with these, and they're actually putting in the effort to restore these quite well. And I think it's worth your time if you're into these type of movies. But they have a wide range of things that they're releasing all over the place. They like blaxploitation to like, old 50s. They're all over the fucking place. So, but yeah, Attack the Giant Leeches, fun stuff. And then we got one here from, actually, you know what? I'm going to put this, that can go in a different pile because I didn't even realize that was actually in this pile. All right. So Unearthed Films release of 100 Tears. So happy to welcome this upgrade right here, from Marcus Cook. Yeah, dude. I mean, obviously before we had, fucking Terrifier, Art the Clown, we had, what's his name in this one again? Grundy? I can't even fucking remember what his name is right now. Gertie, I think, is something like that. It's been a while since I've watched this. Obviously, I haven't watched the Blu-ray because it's still sealed. But yeah, I think I reviewed this years ago. I'm not sure. But yeah, gory as fuck, man. Of course, Marcus Cook is known for being an effects artist, right? So you know what you're going to get with, when it comes to gore and shit like that. It's going to be off the fucking chain. So if you've never seen 100 Tears, I highly recommend this movie. It's really good. Another upgrade for myself, which is Evil Inco. From Unearthed Films. I was surprised that they were putting this out. I don't know why. It just kind of shocked me that they were putting this one out. Based on the Russian serial killer. Yeah, the Russian serial killer. But I remember really digging this one. I think it's pretty good. It's been a while since I've seen it. I do have the DVD. Like I said, it's been years, but of course, Malcolm McDowell plays the serial killer in it. Pretty cool. You know what I'm going to do? Try to square this up before we have another fiasco like last update when the shit went down, and it looked way worse on camera than it actually was. It took me 2 seconds to clean up just to let people know. And I'm not just saying it actually did. It felt kind of cohesive, if you will. A couple of blaxploitation films here. Baby Needs a New Pair of Shoes, of course, from Code Red. Sealed, man, for really, really good price. I'm not going to disclose where I got this from because I feel like this website, no one's buying shit, and they still have like a ton of older Code Red stuff that's like out of print. And like, obviously it's out of print because Bill died. Rest in peace to Bill, but I still have copies of like some of the older releases. And again, with the blaxploitation stuff, this is one I've actually never seen before. I've always wanted to check out. So, one of those, that's one thing about Code Red. They never tell you the years, but yeah, 115 in the range. And then we got a really older one in Deadly Hero. This one right here, man. Yeah, this was like number 23. This is one I actually wanted to pick up many, many times. But yeah, again, considered to be a blaxploitation film. So I was like, fuck, man. I didn't even know that. And I kept passing on this forever. And I was reading my blaxploitation book. It's like the Bible on blaxploitation. I was like, holy shit, I know Deadly Hero. Well, I've never seen the movie, but I'm like, I didn't know it was a blaxploitation film. So I'm like, I got to check this out. But yeah, it looks pretty awesome. And then, of course, we've got a couple Scorpion titles here. I picked up Fritz the Cat. I've been wanting to get this forever. I love Fritz the Cat. It's so good. It's such a product of its time. 1972 animated movie. It's just off the fucking, oh man, you can't even explain this shit. It's pretty awesome. But that early 70s animation is just for adults. This is not a kid's movie, by the way. But yeah, Fritz the Cat. And then, of course, I grabbed the sequel, The 9 Lives of Fritz the Cat. I think this was with us next year. Yeah, 74, so 72 years later. I've never actually seen this one before, The 9 Lives of Fritz the Cat. So the animation looks very, very similar. Is that who directed the first one? No, it is a different director. That's what I thought. So let me know if you guys have seen these movies before we think of the sequel, because I've never seen it. But pretty cool that Scorpion put those out. And I grabbed Standalone. I grabbed this one. Again, for two different reasons. I love Charles Durning, and I'm a huge fan of Pam Grier. Like, I'll buy anything with Pam Grier. And I actually didn't know that she was in this movie for the longest time. And I've always seen this one around from Scorpion. Just, I just didn't really know if I wanted to grab it or not. But then I learned that she was in it and I was like, fuck it. But then I saw the price and this was like $10 on Amazon. I was like, what the hell, man? Out of print, Scorpion. So yeah, pretty fun film. He plays like an I think he's a World War II vet. Yeah, because this takes place or this is 1985. So he's like World War II vet. And, it's like one of those there goes the neighborhood type shit. And he's got to fucking save the day kind of thing. Pretty cool. Then we got a couple from 88 Films here. We got The Pleasure from the Italian Collection. What number is this one, man? This is like number 84. I honestly know nothing about this one. It's a Joe D'Amato film, so I'm assuming it is going to be sleazy as fuck. Because if you know Joe D'Amato, his shit is crazy. But I collect this range, and it's an Italian film, so gotta check it out. But yeah, it says back in the softcore zone with sort of tale about somebody who pines for his dead lover. Well, listen, oh shit. Okay, interesting. Let me know if you've seen The Pleasure. Is it a pleasure? That was fucking terrible. Shut up, Moods. And then we got The Facets of Love. So I'm way behind on my Shaw Brothers. So I'm like, this is kind of up to date at the time. This was like what number was this? Number 37. I think they're at like 49 now. I'm like, do I all of a sudden, like, they hadn't dropped any of these in so long, and all of a sudden they just like bam, 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 bam. I'm like, motherfucker. But I love these movies, man. I've watched the majority of the range up to this point, and they're great. I mean, you guys, I love my Shaw Brothers stuff. It's fucking great. But this one I've never even heard of before, so looking forward to checking this out. So we got a couple here from Deaf Crocodile, which is now not a sister label of Vinegar Syndrome, so they bred out onto their own. And then we got Felidae, which is an animated movie from 1994. And this is fucking fantastic. It's kind of like an allegory, like on the Holocaust and stuff. It's really, really fucking good, man. It's such a good animated movie. I can't stress this enough. It's super, super good. I watched this, I believe, was it on YouTube? I mean, the transfer wasn't great when we prepped for the show for 94 and stuff like that, but I can't wait to watch this. It is subtitled. It is a foreign film. I believe the one that we watched had subtitles, but I guess they're not like sanctioned subtitles. They were never actually supposed to be there. So it is foreign. So, which is kind of weird. I feel like with animated movies, they probably should have a dub option because they're animated. I don't know. It's one of those things. I really don't care to read movies. Obviously, I love subtitles movies, but when it comes to animated movies, it's like, I don't know, just weird. It's just a voice, right? But, you guys understand what I mean. But yeah, I highly, highly recommend this. I heard the transfer is really damn good on this, but man, this was such a good movie. Such a great first time watch when I prepped for that show. And another kind of random one for Deaf Crocodile to be put out, which I thought was pretty interesting because I have the DVD, but I haven't seen it in years. I really don't remember this that well. I remember digging it, but not loving it. And I've heard from a couple people that they were kind of in the same boat. They watched this when it came out and they were kind of like, it's good, not great. And then they watch it again. They're like, it's actually quite good. And that's Trapped Ashes. It's an anthology film, of course, Sean Cunningham, Joe Dante. You got Monty Hellman, Ken Russell. Fuck, man. It's like, yeah, so a bunch of shorts in here. And yeah, there's a lot of crazy cast members in here. Just I don't remember shit about it. So, but yeah, Trapped Ashes. We got a couple from Arrow here. Picked up Tommy, which is a great film. I was surprised to see this by Arrow. I know Arrow's put out a lot of Asian stuff, but I was just surprised because I was like, okay, you're going to drop Tommy, and they're probably going to put out part 2, and then probably 3, and then drop the whole box set of like, I think there's like 7 or 8 of these movies. I think something like that. I can't remember. I've only ever seen the first Tommy movie. It's great. So I had no problem upgrading Tommy. Good stuff. So, but I believe there is like let me know down below how many these Tommy movies there actually is, because I know there's a bunch. All right. And then speaking of Asian films, okay, this is weird because I totally thought that I had Dark Waters in the collection, and like the Blu-ray had the DVD and the remake, and this is always on Arrow sales, and I'm like kept passing on it, and then one day I was like, do I actually have it? And I went and looked. No, I didn't have it. So grab this. These were the 3 that I grabbed on their 3 for whatever it was sale. But Dark Water, fucking awesome movie. Love this movie. It's so good. If you've never seen this, check it out. It's way better than the remake, even though my homegirl Jennifer Connelly's in it. And then we got Incubus. Picked that up on the sale. Well-deserved upgrade for myself, and I think this movie is pretty cool. Kind of underrated. William Shatner film. When did this shit come out? Was it like in the 60s, or is it 67 or something like that? I don't know. Arrow is always fucking terrible for putting their years on there. It's something like that. Good stuff, though. Good stuff. I don't really know why they put a slipcover with this. I guess it's a little bit embossed and shit, but it's the same fucking thing. So pointless. So pointless. Fucking stupid. Anyways, yeah, so let's get into these Vinegar Syndrome sister label shits. Yeah, we'll start off with this one right here. We got this. This is from Magnet. Magnet dropping, or now they're a sister label, which is pretty cool because there is a ton of Magnet titles that I feel could use an upgrade. Like there's a lot of DVDs. And this actually had a Blu-ray. And I had forgot that I even had the Blu-ray. I found the Blu-ray at a charity shop, I think, and paid like $5 for it. Long time ago, completely forgot about it. But whatever, this probably looks a little bit better anyways. But yeah, The Last Circus. Batshit clown movie, man. Just absolutely batshit insane. From Alex de la Iglesia. Yeah, dude, if you know his movies, like, you're gonna... Like, it's just dark ass fucking crude, like not even crude, but just fucked up humor, like super fucked up humor. But yeah, it's great. I don't even want to give anything away about The Last Circus, but you got to check it out. You really do. But if, like I said, if you're a fan of Alex de la Iglesia films, you'll fucking dig this movie. Kind of a later one for him, really, but yeah, good stuff right there. Now, this one right here was recommended by Tyler, the homeboy Tyler. Now, I'd heard of this movie before, but in passing, I think I read about this. I don't know where I read about this movie, but I know it's a big deal in the Philippines. And that's kind of what kind of sparked my memory for it, because when he said, he's like, yeah, it's crazy because this movie's super popular over there, but it never really got any kind of foreign distribution. So a lot of people over in the Western world don't really know this shit. So I was like, shit, man, okay. And that's Kipsmata. So it's a Filipino film from, I believe, the early 80s, 1981. And I think it's like a ghost story or something like that. I can't remember all the details, but apparently it was like, it's huge. There's like super famous, good shit. And of course, Connie put this out. They put out a lot of Asian stuff. I think that's pretty much what they do. So I'm really looking forward to checking this out. It looks really awesome. That she's pregnant, plans to marry a co-worker, Noel. Unreasonable expectations for dowry exhibits increasing. Yeah, so based on Nick True Crime Reporters, the house. So I think it's actually based on a real. That's right. I think that's the whole thing. It's actually based on a real case. So it kind of says like psychological horror and stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to checking this out. I think my stack is good. All right, next up here from V8 Shitfest, we've got Deadly Obsession, the films of Bill Reeves. I thought this was pretty cool, man. I love these type of sets right here because you get so much bang for your buck. Like, this thing runs about 600 minutes. It's got a bunch of films on 2 discs. You know, it includes The Card Game from 87, Who Shot Mean BR from 93, Deadly Obsession from 94, The Gut Wrencher from 97, The Crown Jewel of Indonesia 1999, and Terminal Targets from 2001. You know, shot on video films. But I mean, that's pretty fucking awesome to get that many movies in one little collection, you know, for a good price. Like, come on, man. And I love this type of shit, man. I love watching shot on video films and just learn. Like, there's so much heart put into a lot of these things, and they're not for everybody, and that's fine. You don't have to like them. I do. But I'm really stoked to check these out, man, because that's just a great set right there. So next up is Disembodied from Bleeding Skulls is number 5 in the range. Oh, speaking of that, so they sent me a replacement disc for Disembodied. Does anybody know what the issue was with this? Because I didn't even hear a thing about it, and all of a sudden I got a replacement disc. So I'm like, I haven't actually changed it out yet, but yeah. So Really odd. I just didn't hear shit about it. But yeah, I did watch this. This was fantastic. This is really fun shit. Really kind of trippy fucking, kind of like an acid. Yeah, it even says a cinematic acid trip. That's kind of actually what it kind of totally resembles, man. Blurs the lines between horror and experimental art. The story follows Connie Sprouts, a gothed out scientist who checks into this decrepit Grand Hotel to continue her experiments, and people turn into slime before eating them. And turn people into slime before eating them. So fucking fucked up. Shot in Reno by director, yeah. So it's really cool, man. It's got really cool effects. Like it's got stop motion effects and stuff. And you know me, man. I love stop motion effects and I love melt and slime move. Oh fuck, this was great, man. It was low budget. It was super fun. You know, it's interesting. It's interesting DIY shit. It's great. But a lot of heart was put into this, and you know the fact that this type of film would get a 4K. It's not video. I believe it was shot on 16. Does it say 16 millimeter? I want to say, or maybe it's 8. It is shot on 16 millimeter. Okay, so, but good stuff, and I love that fucking. I think that was a Japanese artwork for it. I don't know. Good stuff. But anyways, let me know what the problem is with this, because I didn't see any problem when I watched it. Cannibal Orgy, the films of JT Fourth. I think that's JT the Fourth. Again, don't know shit about this, but I'm looking forward to checking this out. There's like so much stuff on here. Again, this runs, 268 minutes. The film's from like 77 to 85. Like there's just so much stuff on here. It's ridiculous, man. Like Cannibal Orgy. I mean, who doesn't want to watch a title called Cannibal Orgy? It does have reversible, but it's the slipcover. So pretty cool. But more stuff from Bleeding Skull right there. Looking forward to digging into that shit. I'll probably do a bunch of these on my 31 Days of Horror this year. Welcomed the upgrade to Video Man. I did have the Region 2 DVD of this. I reviewed this on one of the last Sin Bin episodes. I absolutely fucking love this movie. It's, kind of like a hybrid of like a giallo and just a video obsessed. It's like made for us collectors. It really is. It's actually based on a real person in Sweden. I'm not going to give the whole thing away. I've talked about this movie a few different times, but check out the review. It's probably like a 45-minute rant and a raving and loving Video Man. It's just a great story. It's just made for collectors. The music is fantastic. If you like 80s synth music, you like seeing fucking zombie tapes, and it's awesome. Video Man's great. Love it. Yeah, that was from ETR Media. All right, so this one's from AGFA, and it's called Satan War. I honestly don't know what in the living fuck I watched with this shit, man. Like this. Is this a movie? Is this a goddamn movie? Like, I don't even fucking know what the hell I even watched with this, man. It's like someone just didn't know what to do with the material that they had or some shit, man. It's so weird. 1979, it was like Satan War is an unforgettable satanic panic artifact. I would definitely say it's a fucking artifact. When newlyweds Louise and Bill Foster move into a new house, they are confronted by a supernatural entity, and things only get worse from there. Never legitimately released until now, Satan War floats across the screen in black cloud of plummeting synthesizers, hallucinogenic visuals, and unsettling themes. That's all it is. I think there's no dialogue in this movie, man. It's fucking crazy. The fucked up thing is, man, so I watched, there's 3 different cuts. There's 3 different fucking cuts of a movie that's never been released before. 64 minutes, 77, and 92. Now, I watched the 64-minute cut, and I was like, bro, I actually checked the time to make sure I didn't put on the 92-minute cut. Now, that's not saying a lot. I honestly would watch this again because it was so mind-fuckingly odd that I was like, what the hell is going on with this thing? It was really, really bizarre to me. Like, it's just... I don't even know, like, if you're making a movie like this in 1979, who are you marketing this to? Because there was no video. You weren't marketing this for video in 1979. Like, I don't know what the fuck they were making. Like, it's not like this is going in a theater. Like, I don't know. It's really crazy. It's something that you have to see to believe. Like, you can't describe it. You have to see it yourself. It's just one of those things. It really is. Doing a review just wouldn't do a justification, I guess. Another AGFA, the mystery mixtape vault. You guys know me, and I love my mixtapes. I love my like trailer comps and stuff. Now, I think this is kind of like a combination of that. I think it might be trailers, but it's also like it's a mixtape of like just weird shit. I was actually on Vinegar Syndrome yesterday, and this thing said it was sold out, which doesn't really surprise me. 505 minutes this fucking thing runs. Like, talk about like bang for your buck with some of these running, of course, 2 discs in there. Got your fucking little screening card thing. But yeah, like, so I these are awesome to throw on in the background. You have people over and shit. And they're always good conversation pieces because people like I'll throw these things on with some people that totally aren't into this type of stuff. And then they'll look over and like, what the fuck? And then I'll be like, gotcha. I don't know. I just like doing that to people, man. I love throwing on like the trailer comps that just have like tits and muff and just hardcore fucking violence and shit. I'm fucked up like that. I like watching people's reactions. But yeah, it doesn't really give you a lot of actually what's on the tape. It says, use this to tune into the world's most complete video cassette collection. You'll find vintage classic concerts plus full-length adult rated feature available. What the fuck? I don't even know, man. It's mystery, man. It's kind of cool because it does say mystery mixtape. So of course it's not going to tell you it's on the back, you fucking dummy. Fuck. All right. Anyways, moving along to Saturn's core stuff. I might be the only. No, I'm not the only one. But I upgraded Jacker and Jacker 2. Yeah. So these were put out by the Sleazebox, which are now defunct. That sucks. But yeah, so these are now property of Saturn's core. Jacker 1 and 2, shot on video films, super fun, super fun. I remember loving the first one, just pissing myself laughing. I'm so cool they have reversible artwork on here for that too. You could use that. And then of course they do have where you get the double feature right there. That's kind of cool. One thing about Saturn core releases that I've learned from doing the Simbin podcast, because we review not just the films, we review like all the special features and stuff. These things are so loaded with features. Like, you really got to be careful what you pick to watch, because if you don't have the time, it's like, holy fuck. But like a lot of these things have so, like, we're talking 5, 6, 7 hours before commentaries of features. It's crazy. You know, surprisingly, like these movies, you know, shot on video films and shit that have that much features, it's crazy. Oh yeah, the girl from Clerks is in the first Jacker movie. That's right. I think she's the one that sucks. Is she the one that sucks all the dicks? I don't remember. But yeah, anyways, Jacker 1 and 2, man, these are fun. Good stuff from Saturn's core. All right, so one of my favorite releases of the year so far, which is Rot Marcus Cook, again making an appearance in the update. So I have the old DVD and I was so looking forward to this upgrade. And yeah, so I reviewed this on the podcast, did all the features and stuff, which is really cool because it comes with his bonus movie from 92 called Lunch Meat. He was 13 when he did that. And it's honestly, when you hear, 13-year-old, he was ahead of his time, man. He knew what he was doing. Like his camera work and the way he was doing things, like he just had such an eye to making films. Like most 13-year-olds would never make movies like this. It's kind of crazy. And then, of course, it comes as his very, very first one, White Massacre from 1989, which he was like 12 when he did that, or 12. No, I think he was 12 when he did that, when he was like 15 when he did Lunch Meat. But yeah, you know, White Massacre is basically just kind of a slasher film, but it's pretty good for what it is. But Rod is just fantastic. It's just like a hardcore punk movie, and it really catches the aesthetic of like using real punks and having that like progressive, like hardcore punk music in the film and stuff. And it's just a fantastic movie. It really is. Basically about this girl that she's in this morgue and she's like kind of drawing these dead bodies and stuff. And she gets, I don't know, man. She gets turned on by the dead body. Anyway, she fucks the dead body. So does some necrophilia shit. Anyway, she catches this fucking disease that Joel D. Winecoop's character had kind of been working on. He was working for the government. It was kind of like this military weapon that they were working on and stuff, but he was doing his own kind of testing on these bodies. Anyway, she catches it and she starts rotting. Well, she gives it to her boyfriend and they start spreading the rot and shit. It's fucking awesome, man. I love the shot on video film. It's actually one of my favorite shot on video films of all time. So I was super happy to get an upgrade for this with a whole pile of features. I learned a whole shitload about it. The interviews were great. Just, watching the older Marcus Cook stuff was really cool. Really good stuff. Like Saturn's Core always does an amazing job with the releases. Like, yeah, I just can't say enough good things about their releases. Next up, we got Lydia Lunch. The Gun is Loaded in Road Rant. I know shit about this. I honestly don't know a fucking thing. But again, I collect this range because I've never been disappointed in like any release. Not really 100% sure what to expect from this. The collaboration works with two monumental female artists, Emmy award-winning filmmaker and artist Meryl. I can't pronounce that name. Okay, so there's actually two movies on here. Yeah, The Gun is Loaded from '89 and In Road Rant. What? With Lydia Lunch, 2012. And X-rated cartoon animations. Oh, wow. Okay, that's interesting. I don't really know, but I'll be checking it out. So, all right. So on to, Vinegar Syndrome stuff here. We'll start with the Geyser video release here of 38 Special. 38 Special. Shot on video Mexican exploitation or Mexploitation. It's basically like an action slasher film. I'm actually reviewing this on the next show, so I'll be watching this very soon. It doesn't actually have a ton of features on this, it is what it is, but I'm just so intrigued to find out what this is like, man. Mexploitation action slasher film shot on video. This is gonna be fucking amazing. Like, this is the type of shit that the Geyser video's putting out, man. It's fucking amazing. I cannot wait to check this out. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Hopefully it's gonna be fucking awesome. But all right. Next up here is Sex Mission. I picked this up on one of their sales when that last where they do the daily deals. Now somebody kept telling me like you should check it out because I passed on when it originally came out. And they're like, you should check it out. You'll actually probably really like this. I guess it's like a Polish satire. It's like straddles the genre lines of sci-fi and sex romp. So I don't know, man. It could be fucking funny, but I end up getting it for like $5 or some shit. I had a bunch of points. Oh, I actually got this shirt too, and like a couple fucking beanies and shit. You guys probably see me wearing videos and shit like that. But here's the Geyser video beaners, and I do have I don't know. I got a Vinegar Syndrome once around here somewhere, but I used a bunch of points. I got these for super cheap, but this was like a few dollars for it. So I was like, why not check it out? So let me know down below. I have heard from many people. They actually sent me the wrong size. This is actually an extra large, but I'm glad they, the large, it's a weird fitting shirt. Like it's like tighter over here, but it's like bigger right here. It makes me look like I have titties, but I wear a large because my body is so fucking long, but it is long. It's like a super long shirt, which is nice. Whatever it is, what it is. Vinegar Syndrome, The Mansion of Madness. Fuck yeah, man. I missed the Mondo Macabro DVD years ago when they dropped this, and I was so pissy about it. I think in 1972 Giallo. I guess it's not really kind of a Giallo, but I guess in a kind of sense it is, but I can't even remember it. I watched this for 72. I know it's a Mexican film. The guy that did El Yucarta, the guy that directed El Yucarta did this one too. Mixing gothic horror elements with contemporary absurdism. Yeah, right. So it's like a gothic film, whatever. So good stuff. Man, I should really fucking... Oh, I don't know about that. All right, so moving along here, Vinegar Syndrome, Brimstone and Treacle. This is a British film that was made in 1982. Actually, I think it was originally supposed to be like a TV film or some shit like that. I have heard things about this, and I've heard it's actually quite good. So I'm curious to check it out. So, yeah, looks pretty cool though, man. I like that's the reverse art. I think just doesn't have, what is the reverse in that? Yeah, it's kind of, I don't want to pull it out, but on 4K, Brimstone and Trickle. Probably saying that wrong because I'm an idiot. Yeah, more Cat 3 stuff. Devil Fetus. So awesome. And I've never seen this before. Her Vengeance. I believe it's the same director that put these out. So pretty oh, there's actually two different cuts. Her Vengeance. Oh yeah. So there's the 83-minute cut, and then there's the 90-minute cut, which I believe is like the fully uncut version or whatever. But yeah, I actually just heard Mr. Parker talking about Her Vengeance, and he it's like very nostalgic for him, and he loves that movie. So yeah, really looking forward to checking these out, man. Devil Fetus is from 83. That's crazy. And then Her Vengeance, which I believe he even said in his review too, that Her Vengeance actually was considered to be like a Cat 2B or something like that, because it actually got released like a week before they changed the rating system to Cat 3 or some shit like that. I'm like, that's actually really interesting. But yeah, so this is going to be the main feature on Sin Bin coming up here next episode. So in a couple of weeks or whatever we record. So yeah, we'll be doing that one. Devil Fetus. I don't want to keep putting on there. Grab this one on the sale too, one of the daily deals. I never watched it last year. I kind of missed. I'm not really into buying like a lot of contemporary films unless I love it or like seen it and loved it and kind of thing. But it was so cheap. I only paid a couple of bucks for it, and I was like, and everyone's like, yeah, you should grab it. You'll probably really like it. Won't be sad that you put it in the collection. That's of course Eight Eyes. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things. I mean, this movie just like screams giallo like all over the place. I don't think it actually is. But fuses paranoid thriller through late period Euro horror aesthetics. So yeah, it probably has that type of feel then. Photographed on 16 millimeter and super millimeter and super 8. What? This was shot in 16 millimeter and super 8 and super 8. Damn. Oh, how the fuck did I not watch this last year? What the hell? Okay, people need to speak up and tell me these things. Yeah, okay. So that's pretty awesome. I love that type of shit. So, but Eight Eyes, pretty crazy addition from the VSP line, which is the Vinegar Syndrome Pictures line. All right, so next up here is Deranged on 4K. I really don't like that they went with the red. I prefer, like I have the Arrow Blu-ray, and I really prefer the white cover for, I don't know what it is. But upon rewatching Deranged, which I've seen multiple times, like I swear to God, every time I watch this movie, it just gets better and better for me. This is literally one of the funniest movies. I like some of the things that our lead character Ezra says in this film is just so fucking funny, dude. When he has that epiphany where he can like get with the girls because they're fat. Oh yeah, because she's fat. Oh, dude, it fucking kills me. But of course, it's based on Ed Gein. It really is, man. Like when I first watched this movie, probably 25 years ago, I didn't realize it was it was kind of a comedy, like a dark comedy, right? And so I was very confused, and I always thought this was a straight up ripoff of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Little did I know this was actually filmed and came out before Chainsaw. And it's so weird how these things happen in the world. Like there's a scene in this film, like a dinner scene, which is very parallel to the TCM one. These films, nobody knew that they were being made at the same time, and they have almost very similar scenes. It's fucked up. Based on Ed Gein and like, you know, how Chainsaw has that kind of whole Ed Gein thing. It's really bizarre how the world works. Shot in the same years. It's really crazy. Of course, this one totally has a different type of feel to it, because once you kind of know that you're watching like a dark comedy, it's not slapstick. It's more situational and just the way lines are said and shit like that. But yeah, dude, it's kind of crazy. It's you know what's even more fucked up when you watch this movie? It's like when you realize that Ezra, like the guy who plays Ed Gein in this film, is the dude from Home Alone. It's so funny, man. He's the old man. He's the creepy ass old man. Fucking amazing. But yeah, what a fantastic. It looks great. It's fully uncut. You get all the gore in this, which is really great. I believe the Arrow Blu-ray was like that too. I'm pretty sure it is. But it's like gorier than I remember. It's crazy. It's good shit. Of course, this one is this is also from De Geyser videos. My bad. I fucked up. So we got Iced here. This was a featured review a couple Simbin episodes ago, finally on physical media after all these damn years. I'm a little bit disappointed with this release, the fact that maybe they couldn't get the rights to the original artwork, because this artwork sucks. I mean, it's not terrible, but it just sucks that we got, like, I don't need this slipcover. Although the back is kind of cool. I like how it does say Jeff was here, because Jeff was there. But yeah, if we had got the original artwork for this, that would have been so much better. I love the original artwork for Ice. It was such a video classic back in the day. I rented it quite often, and watch it multiple times on YouTube throughout the years too, just waiting for when is Ice coming out? When is Ice coming out? And I like Iced. It's not a great movie, but it's super fun. It's kind of nostalgic for me, because I think at the time when I discovered this movie, probably in the early 90s would have been, when did this thing come out? 88. Yeah. So it would have been like early 90s. Like, I was actually obviously playing hockey because I'm Canadian, because that's what Canadians do. They play hockey. No, I actually was playing hockey, but I was skiing quite a bit in those years. So this was actually kind of cool. But, yeah, so we got The Seventh Curse and Witch from Nepal. I absolutely fucking love The Seventh Curse. It is so batshit insane, man. It's so batshit insane. I loved it. I'd never seen The Witch from Nepal before. I do have the 88 release of this, so I'd seen that before. So I was really stoked to check out Witch from Nepal. And it's super underwhelming. It's like, it's just not that great. It's actually one of my least favorite Hong Kong films I've seen in years, to be honest. I just didn't really like the story in it, to be honest. But it just doesn't compare to The Seventh Curse. Like, The Seventh Curse just has so much more going for it. So much more batshit. Like, dude, the effects on the demon monster thing or whatever. Oh my god, it's amazing. I highly recommend The Seventh Curse. It's such a blast, man. If you like, Hong Kong films. Is it a Cat 3 film? Is it considered Cat 3? I can't even remember. I think it is. I don't know. And then, of course, we got the remake of Street Trash, which I really enjoyed. A lot of people didn't really care for this. I can see why. I love the original film. I love the original film. And a lot of people don't even really like the original film, I found out recently. So, and they kind of like this one more. It's weird. It's weird. But I think a lot of people that have this weird nostalgia for the original one didn't really like this. They said it was kind of off-putting. It was made in South Africa, and they kind of missed the boat on characters and all type of shit. I feel like this has very similar. It's kind of similar to filmmaking in terms of like characters, where like the original story or original movie doesn't really have like a straight up cohesive narrative. Like, it's just a bunch of random shit that's happening. But I feel like this one kind of captured like what a remake kind of should do, like just kind of take it one step further a little bit. But I don't know. I really enjoyed it, man. I like melt shit, so I thought it looked good. I mean, it's not phenomenal, but I definitely did not hate this. This will be appearing in our remake list next year for March Madness. Yeah, check out that show. Shameless promotion on this one. The March Madness show that we did. If you haven't checked it out, check it out, man. We just took like 64 modern directors and just did like a battle. It was fucking fun, man. It was super fun. 7.5 hours later. Oh man, dude. So this is from VSA, the VSA line number 52 in the range. Holy shit balls. So fucking crazy. Crack House. We got fucking Crack House on fucking Blu-ray, man. This is insane, dude. Insane. Another film with my man Jim Brown making a I wouldn't say it's actually is considered to be a blaxploitation, but it's more of like a hood thing, really. But Jim Brown is a fucking dick in this movie, man. He's so hardcore, man. And he's like, he just snatches up that bitch and just starts slapping her around and shit, takes her as a sex slave and shit. It's pretty crazy, man. Oh, dude, it's basically about this guy that like, he's trying to go straight. He's part of this gang and shit, and his cousin gets killed, and he kind of vows to get revenge because his girl got taken after he went to jail and stuff like that. And he's got to go battle. Jim Brown plays this fucking, this bigwig drug dealer and shit like that. It's pretty fucking wild. I loved it. I'd never seen Crack House before. I don't even remember ever seeing this in the video store. I may have seen it in the video store, just never rented it. I'm going to go back on that and say I didn't see it, because if I had seen a movie called Crack House in like I don't know, in the early 90s when it was coming 89. It would have been probably in the early 90s, but would have been renting these. I would have rented Crack House, man, because it's called fucking Crack House, man. It's amazing. Um, Curse of the Devil, Demon Witch Child, and the Vampire's Night Orgy. A triple feature. Paul Naschy, Curse of the Devil, fantastic movie. Demon Witch Child is not great, but it's fun. I haven't checked out the transfer. Actually, no, I did check out the transfer on that. Oh my god, it looks so much better than the old Code Red DVD that came out, along with the Vampire's Night Orgy, which again is not really that great. The gem of this pack is Curse of the Devil, though. More Naschy on Blu-ray and shit. You can't complain. Part of the Vladimir Daninsky films. I think there's he used that character in 13 different films, werewolf films. I think only 12 of them exist now. I think almost all of them have a release, so it's getting pretty crazy. So that might be a big franchise show to do. Curse of the Devil, great stuff. The Possession of Joel Delaney, 1972. This actually made a bunch of top 10 lists when we did the 72 show. I was surprised actually to see this one get a 4K release. It's kind of one I forgot about. I have the DVD, just kind of forgot all about it. But rewatching this, and we actually reviewed this on the last podcast as the main feature, it's still fucking disturbing as hell, dude. There's some shit in this movie that you just never see anymore today. I actually learned today that what happened to the little boy in this, actually, he ended up having therapy in real life after and stuff. I'm not going to disclose what actually happens in the film and stuff like that, but it's basically just about this guy that gets possessed by, or potentially gets possessed by this basically a serial killer. His sister is played by Shirley MacLaine in the film, who does a really great job in the film. But it's awesome. It's acted well. It's one of those movies that's very intriguing. It's intriguing right to the end, and then it gets so fucking dark and disturbing. You're just like, oh my god, it's fucked up. It really is, man. It just leaves you going, holy shit, dude. Definitely a product of its time. And I don't like to overuse that, but it definitely is. You would never, ever see something like this again in modern filmmaking. You just wouldn't. Next up is White Cannibal Queen, aka Cannibals. I'm not censoring out the boobies. Those are animated, or those are drawn, so fuck that shit. You know what's actually kind of crazy about this movie too? It actually kind of has a connection to this, but I looked her up when I was rewatching this. She's fucking 18 in this movie, or 17 in this movie. And she's naked through the whole movie. I'm it's, again, a product of its time, I guess. 1980, Jess Franco. Franco hated this movie, hated the cannibal genre in general. Basically made 2 cannibal movies around this time because the studios gave him a lot of money, and he's like, fuck it, I'll do it. And they just came out absolutely abysmal. He had no pride in these. He doesn't give a fuck about these ones. And he really does show, because even when you see the tribesmen and stuff, they're just white dudes with fucking porn stashes and shit and sideburn. It's so bad. It's really bad. And it sucks too, man, because Al Cliver's in this movie. I love him, man. Of course, he's from The Beyond, shit like that. It's really bad. Even the effects suck. It's everything about it's just terrible. And then we got an upgrade for the Canadian slasher film The Carpenter. Rest in peace to Wings Hauser, who just passed away. We have this thing on 22 Shots in the Sin Bin. Every time we talk about somebody or review one of their films, they fucking die. We're to blame. We killed Wings Hauser. We really did. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. But slasher film, he plays a handyman. He's like a ghost, and starts killing people, man. It's pretty basic. It's fun. Tony made a good point in this when we were reviewing this, that he just wanted to see Wings Hauser go a little bit more ham, kind of ham it up a little bit more. I actually like his performance in the movie. I think it's actually pretty well stable to what his character actually is. He's supposed to be a little bit subdued and kind of in control, but he's really not, kind of thing. There's this one really great scene where he's basically killing this dude, and he goes on this huge monologue, and oh my god, he keeps saying half-ass, and I'm just like, I fucking die every time I watch that shit, dude. I've seen this movie so many times throughout the years, and it's one of those films that it's not overly great, but you always end up coming back to it. Let me know what your movies are like that. The movie's not, I don't care if a movie's good or not. I just care if I like a movie. But it's one of those movies that I personally don't love, but I always end up watching this movie every couple of years. It's so weird. I don't know why. But Anyways, Vinegar Syndrome decided to put out the Blu-ray, so another upgrade for myself. But yeah, The Carpenter, pretty cool shit. All right, so box set time. All right, so first up here is one I actually got in the mail today. And the story behind this is I actually ordered this like 3 months ago and kind of forgot about it, not gonna lie. And out of this has never happened to me before. I swear to God, this has never happened. But I got a message from Amazon UK saying that my parcel may be lost. And I was like, what the fuck? So I was like, oh yeah, man, it's been like a month and a half. I'm like, where the fuck is it? Because way past the delivery date. I'm like, oh shit. So you're eligible to get a refund. And I'm like, oh fuck. So I get my refund. And this is like a month and a half ago, maybe even more. Anyways, I fast forward to today, shit gets delivered. And I'm like, oh, that's fucked up. Dawn of the Mummy box set. Fucking rights, man. I totally thought I missed out on this because I'd ordered this, thought it got lost. So I look at the tracking on this and it shipped from, I bought it from Amazon UK. It shipped from Australia, which is so weird. And it got to customs and it was in customs for almost over a month and a half. And then when it got out of customs, it took so long. It kept, I don't know what, like the tracking keeps getting like scanned all over the place and shit. And then it took like almost 2 weeks to deliver. It was weird. And like I work with the guy that delivers to my house, right? So it was so weird. It was so weird. Like we deliver everything that we get every single day. So we didn't have this until yesterday. So, or today. So it's really crazy. Or yesterday it got delivered. I had to go pick it up because somebody fucked up at work that was covering his route. Anyways, but yeah, Dawn of the Mummy. Oh, super excited. This is from, what is it? Treasured Films put this out. I'm not really overly familiar with Treasured Films. I know they've done other stuff, but I'm so happy to have this upgrade because I've had the DVD, that old shit, I think full screen cut DVD since like the early 2000s or some shit. I don't even fucking know when it came out. But apparently this is uncut and I just cannot wait to watch this. I love mummy movies and they just don't make a lot of great ones. In fact, they don't make a lot of mummy movies in general. This former section 3 video nasty. Wow. That's right. I forgot about that. But it doesn't, I don't know if it says fully uncut, but it says while the original negative is still considered lost in an unknown sarcophagus. They actually used the word sarcophagus on this. Treasured Films is proud to present this former Section 3 video now. Scanned in 2K from 2 surviving 35mm prints restored to the best possible condition, fully uncut and making its UK Blu-ray debut here in much. Okay. Fucking dope. Now, I thought this was really cool, actually, man. Dawn of the Mummy. Reversible artwork. Damn. That artwork's fucking awesome. It's just, I'm so nostalgic for like this one right here. I love this artwork. It's so dope. But I'm just so excited, man. Of course, it comes with like some art cards and it comes with a book. I haven't even I just took the cellophane off this like before I started this video. So, oh, this is fucking awesome. Super cool. Super cool to finally have a nice edition of Dawn of the Mummy. I'm sure it looks gorgeous. Awesome. Dawn of the Mummy. I don't think you can get it anyway. It might still be. I think it's sold out on the website, but you can still get it through. I'm not sure. Pretty cool release, man. So I've been wanting to check these out, and it's from Eureka, and that's the Mabuse Lives box set. Pretty cool, man. I've never seen the 2 original Mabuse films that Fritz Lang did. I think they were silent films in the 20s, but he made the first out of like this new kind of franchise or whatever, and it was his last movie called the Thousand Eyes of Dr. Mabuse. I'm probably saying that wrong. So yeah, so it like completed his trilogy. Anyways, he passed away after this. It was of course his last film, and then they did like 5 more films, and these are all German movies. They're like kind of like thriller slash, I don't think really noir, but they're like thriller kind of slash horror films kind of thing. I've known about these, but I always intrigued me, and this was like really cheap too. So I was shocked at how cheap this box set was, but pretty cool stuff. I really like what they did with this. Like, you know, it's not just that shitty ass J card that you take off and then you don't know what to do with it. It's like one of these ones where it actually sits in it. It's pretty cool, man. Of course, we got. Oh, these are fucking so tight. That's what she said. Nice little booklet here. And then of course you got, oh, that's awesome. These things are, this is sexy. This is really sexy. Of course you got your discs. These are really nice. You even got like artwork underneath here. Oh yeah, look at that. This is like sexy. This is really sexy. Take a shot every time I say the word sexy. So yeah, let me know down below if you guys have checked these out. I know Parker is actually reviewing them as we speak. I know he really liked the first one. It is a Fritz Lang movie, so it's probably good. I mean, really. So, but yeah, looking forward to checking these out, man. It's kind of different in the collection. So, but you know, you can never go wrong with Eureka shit. Eureka shit. That kind of went together all weird, didn't it? You don't want to go in there. What she said. Okay, cool. Really nice box set. I'm really stoked on that J card though, because it's so nice that it actually just doesn't come off. I hate those little things that flop off and shit. They're fucking garbage. All right, so next up here is Volume 5 of the Shaw Brothers Classics from Shout Factory. Another, what is this, like another 12 films? Something like that. This is getting out of control. Like how many fucking, man, these are so insane to get out. Like honestly, this is fucked up. They are so tight. It's almost too good a quality. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So you got the Silent Swordman, Rape of the Sword. You got Six Assassins. You got the Jade Face Assassin and Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible. No, that is not Tom Cruise. Seriously. A Taste of Cold Steel and the Iron Buddha. 12 Deadly Coins and Vengeance is a Golden Blade. Fucking man, Shaw Brothers always had the best titles. The Fastest Sword and Twin Blades of Doom. Fucking awesome. Man, I have to catch up so much on these sets because they're dropping them too fast, dude. Like this update shouldn't have two of the, but yeah, so Shaw Brothers Volume 5. And these are all ranging from like 67 until like 71, basically. It's like a couple year span right there. And then of course we picked up Volume 6. That's so, you know, in the last 3 months they dropped 2 of these. And this one comes out way easier. What the hell? So what do we got in this one? We got the Black Tavern, the Young Avenger. Fucking rad. Shadow Girl and Swordman at Large. That's pretty rad. Finger of Doom and Nacha the Seven Devils. Nacha and the Seven Devils. Wow. That's pretty awesome. The Black Enforcer and Duel for Gold. Swordman 3 and the 12 gold medallions. And of course we got Crazy Nuts of Kung Fu. Of course, the Crazy Nuts, that's got to be straight up comedy right there. Man, dude, it is getting out of control with these. Like, I'm so glad at the moment I'm doing this, there isn't a pre-order for Volume 7 because I'm like, I got to start catching up on these fucking things. So it's like 70 to 74 films. But yeah, like the amount of Shaw Brothers that we have received in like the last 4 or 5 years with, you know, the Arrow Shaw Brothers sets, 88 Films putting out all their Shaw Brothers stuff. Now Scream Factory in the game dropping all theirs. Eureka, I think, put out some. Like it's getting so crazy. Like we're gonna have all 9,000 films. It's crazy. So I finally decided to upgrade. So I do have the Hellraiser trilogies, but I wanted part 4, and I was like, fuck it. And so I was actually looking to get the other set, the one with like, you know, the one that was individual cases. And this one was way cheaper. It was like $30 cheaper. I was like, okay, but I can see because, man, Arrow is really getting cheap with their shit. Like this is a flimsy ass box. I mean, compared to like what everyone else is doing, like you could fucking seriously break someone's skull with that box. This right here is junk, straight up junk. So I wanted it for Bloodline. I really did want it for Bloodline. I haven't checked out the transfers on these, but I'm sure they're really good because I'm kind of late to the game on the 4K Hellraiser films, but And it's also because I've literally bought all these movies like 45 times, like all of us hardcore collectors. I gotta say, I am really not liking these artworks. They are ugly as fuck. They're so ugly. Let me know down below. I just haven't had a chance to flip them. I'm obviously going to flip these to the regular artworks. But yeah, dude, these are, what the fuck? These are so ugly, man. I'm sorry, but these are fucking ugly. If you like them, that's cool. It's not my thing. I just think that they're just, ugh. All right. Oh yeah, Vinegar Syndrome's Forgotten Gialli, Volume 8. Got fucking 8 of these, man. It's just crazy, dude. So what do we have in this one, which I haven't even... we got Reflections in Black, which I believe Tony's going to be reviewing on Sinbin. And then we got Rings of Fear, which I've seen before. I fucking swear to God, I actually have another Blu-ray. I swear I do. Or am I just tripping dicks on that? No, I do have another Blu-ray of this. I think Scorpion put that out. Am I tripping? No, they did. I do. So I have seen this. I think it's the third one in the... yeah, it's often considered a spiritual sequel to the earlier classics. What have you done to Solange? Solange, yeah, right. One of the daughters done to me. Yeah, so, and then we got AAA Masseuse, Good Looking, Offers Her Service. Man, that is a weird-ass fucking title. So this is one I've never heard of. It's from 1970. Does that say 78? So it's pretty late. And then Reflections in Black is from 75. So still kind of in the realm, even though 75 is still considered to be kind of the, like, it was past due already. And that's the year that Deep Red came out. So yeah, looking forward to checking out these, of course, because I love giallos. So yeah, I've almost watched all the other volumes. I mean, I've seen a bunch of them before. Anyways, last up for this update here is my very first imprint, box set. Do I have any other imprint releases? I'm not even sure. They're really expensive usually to import for me, but I was not passing up this because I just couldn't fucking pass this up ever. And that is the Blaxploitation box set, because it's 4 movies I've wanted on Blu-ray. The only one I actually owned was Detroit 9000, old DVD of it. And yeah, so I've seen 3 of these. I've never seen the sequel to Superfly. Superfly TNT I've never actually seen before, which I love. Superfly. Who doesn't like Superfly? Superfly. First up, we got The Legend of Black Charlie, which, you know, it is 2025, and I can see why they didn't use the original title, which is actually called The Legend of N. Charlie. You know, it's very 70s to just put that in your title. Of course, you know, I wasn't sure if it was going to come with reversible art to actually reverse that to it. You know, I mean, I can see why they didn't. I mean, it's not really something you want to really put in your film, or on your cover, but especially for the people that didn't know that, you'd be like, whoa, damn. The hell's with that title? But yeah, The Legend of Black Charlie, man, with Fred Williamson, one of my all-time favorite actors right there. I love this movie. And then we got basically the sequel, The Soul of Black Charlie, which you guys get the picture. That one was also called The Soul of N. Charlie. I've haven't seen this one in years and years. Yeah, again with Fred Williamson, and it's like these movies are actually like period piece blaxploitation films. They take place like in the Civil War. So it's pretty interesting. And then, of course, we got Superfly TNT with the return of Ron O'Neal. Rest in peace to Ron O'Neal. Yeah, I'm looking forward to checking this out, man. I've never seen the sequel. It's crazy. Like, how many blaxploitation films I've seen in my life? I've never seen that. And then we got the classic Detroit 9000. Fucking awesome. 1973. Yeah. Yeah. Good shit, man. So... pretty damn excited. I was actually quite surprised that these things didn't have reversible art. They just have, you know, pictures and stuff in them. But I'm not really going to complain. That's the first time all 4 of these movies have been released on Blu-ray anywhere in the world. So if you're not familiar with Imprint, it's an Australian company. So these are not cheap. And I want to say they are region B, right? I never even looked to see if these actually are. But I'm assuming that it's crazy. It doesn't actually even say. Doesn't matter. I mean, of course, region free, but it's really interesting. It actually doesn't say anywhere that it's region B. Huh. You don't see it very often on releases like that don't say that. So I'm assuming they're region B, but I haven't popped them in yet, so I don't know. Because they are Blu-ray, so they'll be locked, unlike 4Ks, which I still am confused by that. But anyways, that is it for the update, man. That is it for the update. I just want to see if I can find. I don't think it's actually down here. No, it's not. It's gonna show the Finnery syndrome. It's somewhere around here. Fuck, I got so much shit around here. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for the update. Yeah, I'm gonna come back and do another video for 10 films that need an upgrade. I do apologize for the audio on that last one because I was using like these old wireless mics because I just got an iPhone 16. I wanted to actually record on it, so I was like, fuck, I'll just put these on there and stuff. Because my other mics, I need like a different connector for it that I usually use on my Canon for when I record like my video reviews, like 31 Days of Horror in front of my TV and stuff like that. So like that always sounds fine, but like these ones, like, oh shit, that I'm not fucking redoing that video. But again, I do apologize for that shitty ass audio, but looking to get some better wireless mics and then for the time being and shit like that. So anyways, guys, yeah, leave your comments down below, what you liked, what you didn't like. I'm sure this video will get 4,000 dislikes because that's just what happens on these videos. I have no idea why. It's so fucking bizarre to me. I actually really like that. I think it's actually kind of funny to me. But anyways, yeah, so that's gonna do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I think it went on for a while. Like this is probably like this is Roger Corman times too. Shout out to my man Simon, Explosive Action. But yeah, I'll check you guys in the next video, and as usual,